Team Spirit against Mind Games here, and one of these teams once again is going to qualify to the Stockholm Major after this best of 3.
HP regen, so you can always go for the double overload, vortex, static remnant play. And for Einkrad, the good thing about the Sand King is it does farm really quick. So again, shove into wave, play with your small camp down the line. They have... Ooh.
Yeah, Mirror ends up going down top lane. First blood already achieved here from Mind Games, and
you have a lot of aggression that can come out from the CK. Doom doesn't really contribute too much to that lane, so Kotl Doom just really is very passive, and that's punishable with just having CK in lane. You just have the mana, you run in.
Yeah, Dino, he hits like an absolute truck already. Collapse, in trouble, gonna try to run. Will stick charge up, but he's trapped up in the kinetic field, and eventually Dino gonna be able to secure the killers now. Maybe they even go back in onto Mirror. This time Slayer didn't have any spells to throw out, so they do back off. Problem is though, Slayer doesn't have a salve for the CK right now, so it does feel like Dino gonna be kind of stuck in this lane with very low HP as the Illuminate is gonna fly through, and the Arc Lightning is there. Or Chain Lightning rather, but whatever you want to call it. Team Spirit just being very annoying from a mile away.
Whereas Storm, double null, power treads, all you really want, and Toronto Tokyo is kind of set to get that timing and just set the momentum for his team if he's left uncontested like this.
Slipped up on the Hellbear Smasher, but Yatoro, still in big trouble, is going to drop Bignum. A very nice rotation from the Ancient. The Dark Troll Summoner is still going. Eventually will die, but look at the damage that's been dealt.
Yikes. 223 HP left in Tier 1 inside of Mind Games forces a lot of rotations just for that defense. And a good spot to fight here if they want to.
And Bignum, he's going to be targeted. Toronto, a little bit low on mana, but they should have enough damage to surely get rid of Bignum. But Toronto, he's the one being hunted down. Einkrad is going to show up. Burrow Strike is out. They will secure the Storm kill. And that's massive for Mind Games as they go for a bit more now. Maposhka is going to try to juke them out. Yatoro, he's going to show up. They'll go after Bignum. They'll be able to take him down as Slayer. He'll keep trying to go after Maposhka, but it seems like the support duo is going to get punished here on Mind Games. Dino's showing mid lane. They're going to ignore him and head down bot instead. Ward's place, they'll see Bignum, but that's not the target they want. Instead, Patushra, he's a much better target to jump on. And there you go, they're in. Vortex out, Doom being committed. They'll secure the kill very easily. Toronto Tokyo will be the one to take it. They are. Patushra. Be fine for now.
Ooh, mid. Damn.
Oh boy. Yeah. They missed the Static Storm.
Really quick blink from Collapse. Just dodges it out, and that's a big tool if the team fights again. Gone from Mind Games. They're still in a position to try here.
Yeah, bot lane, they're going to try. Epicenter is there. Toronto Tokyo will be the target. The healer is out. Can he survive? Not quite. Einkrad, he'll have enough damage on the Sand King this time around.
They will go for that smoke play now, so hoping for the best for Mind Games. If they find a good catch, this should open up an objective.
Oh, Maposhka, he's going to break the smoke. That is not the target you wanted as Mind Games, but you'll be forced to take it. They might try for Roshan, though.
I mean, they don't have vision, but I think they're aware. You know, they kind of back off from the Roche Pit. We saw Collapse just back off from the camps. The moment they took this bot jungle control, when they took the mid tier 1 and bot tier 1, the bot jungle should have been theirs. But they were splitting up, playing top jungle, you know, kind of just having the Ench play down here, not looking for kills in the area to punish. And that's when it felt like they slowed down too much.
They've got Patushra. Doom is out. They want to make sure this DP cannot do anything in this team fight, as they will chase him down, and eventually the DP will die out. They do take him, but now the Epicenter, Einkrad, going to come in onto Collapse, but he's a bit too tanky. In the meantime, Toronto Tokyo, he does die to Bignum. It's a big kill for Mind Games. They even found Collapse. That's what you wanted. They got the Doom down.
You did your best.
And that's more like it for Mind Games. That's something you were just talking about, John. You want to see them get aggressive.
Again, they know they feel strong. They've got to find more while they're at their peak here.
They've got all their spells available. You see Bignum in the mid lane trying to bait right now as Dino. He's going to have his smoke broken, but an immediate blink in. They'll find Maposhka. They'll get a nice glimpse off. They'll at least find a second support. But the smoke is not all too bad here for Mind Games, and
I'm not sure if that's flying out now or if he even wants it anymore, but that HP percent damage is going to be big on something like Dino. So that's one way to handle the CK and his absurd EHP.
Collapse. Nice blink away. Yatoro, he's going to try and do the same. Einkrad, he's not going to see him, but they've got the Doom. It's not quite as good as the Tiny, but, well, actually it may be, John. Collapse. He is still higher net worth than the Tiny is, so they will take him down, and Mind Game should be very satisfied with that.
Team Spirit will try to smoke once more. They don't have the most aggressive wards here. Pretty defensive vision from Team Spirit. They just need one.
Well, they're going to go after Bignum. Again, it's not the biggest kill in the world, but it seems like Team Spirit, it's the only one they can see on the map right now. They'll take it. In fact, there's a Doom out. Who have they got? It's going to be Petushra. Collapse. He goes his own way and he finds another. Team Spirit. This is more like the Team Spirit we know, Jonathan. Team Spirit reading the map very nicely, though. Are going to hang around in that triangle and they'll just play very patiently. They'll even give up the high ground and move into the low ground. Slayer is going to be able to spot out at least Toronto Tokyo, but he'll zip in with the BKB up. The Disruptor should be able to drop, and does. He's trying to get some wards out, but it does cost him his own life and Mind Games. They don't seem to want to play with the Disruptor down.
But they lack the Static Storm to follow through with a Sand King if they do get caught out here. Team Spirit, they're on smoke. They do walk by the pit. The push for smoke's dropped, so they know what's happening here.
Now they do. Roshan dropping very low. There's no buyback available from the Disruptor yet either. Doom is there. There's your buyback.
Oh.
A big burrow strike. The Maposhka. He landed a 3-man stun out. And now Mind Games. They are just getting ripped a new one as Yatoro. So much damage. What a stun in from the Rubik. And into the Roshan they go as Dino.
Oh, boy.
He's still trying to contest. Toronto, he'll make his way out. Dino, still just trying to run. Does really not want to die right now. He just fought back. He can't afford to die back like this, but he's got no choice in the matter. Yatoro will take him down. And it only takes one bad team fight for the game to flip on its head, John. And now it has.
They still have some power left, but now it's all down to execution, Mike. They've got to be able to get that same jump in from Aincrad when the BKBs fade out, or before the BKBs fly out, get a good use of that stack to follow through and try to clean up.
There goes Bignum. Not so tanky anymore. By the way, John, they've got one of your favorites now.
I mean, it's fun. I mean, Tiny with 4 Overlord charges and additional attack speed. That seems balanced too, Mike. You know, nice little buff for Tiny. Now it's 21k their way, and they're just free to do what they want. They will go for a smoke play here, though.
They will. Headed, though, down through the bot lane. You know, a couple kills, John, and that could be it for the tower, or rather the rats. Bignum will be the one on the front lines. Yatoro, he'll make the jump in, and Bignum is gone. There's your Enchantress. Dino, he's going to make the jump in onto Yatoro. There's no Aegis up. It may not matter, though. He's got so much damage, but they will hold him down. Nice lift away from Maposhka. It'll save the day as the epicenter. No, it wasn't there. Instead, Petushra, he's the one in danger now. In the meantime, Toronto Tokyo is still going, chasing down Slayer. Never mind that, though, because they'll go back onto Aincrad. Petushra, he has brought back. It just won't matter. GG.
And they call it. All right. Mind Games, I mean, they had a really good start though, Mike. You know, you have to appreciate that strong start, how well their lanes came out, how great Aincrad had of the time in mid to the Storm. Like, it's not really a Sand King favored matchup per se. He managed to hold his own, get his farm, get his blink.
Mid lane, of course, the one we haven't really talked about at all. Toronto Tokyo and Aincrad going to be going at it. So far, so good for Toronto Tokyo. To come out, and it will be. Petushra able to get it done. Maposhka getting caught with his pants down there, and
Are still standing on fairly decent ground below. That is a pretty good boost for Mind Games. That should allow Petushra to hit that double bracer timing really nicely and just go for a push once he has 6.
now runes, or rather water runes, going to spawn up Toronto, and Aincrad going to fight over them as Toronto now might get a bit active. No level 6 yet on Aincrad, so he can get a lot of damage out in this Storm, and he's going to keep going. Maybe one more Remnant will do it. Aincrad still trying to back off. Toronto, he really wants the kill. Aincrad trying to fight back with the 8th Remnant, and he's got enough. Tips out. Toronto just getting a little bit too greedy. He once gone. Collapse, having a very, very good game already. It's very scary when you're against the Night Stalker. In fact, all 3 calls from Team Spirit off to a great we chase down.
Ooh.
Nice pushback with the tornado, and Petushra surely has nowhere to go this time. This Maposhka, he'll take the kill with the impetus. You've got to love this new Hurricane ability with the Wild Ring Ripper, John.
Could find a nice opportunistic kill on Yatoro if he does stay too long here.
They could. Tushra almost going to try and bait them in. Aincrad has rotated. No astral step connection yet. Actually, they don't got on anyone. Aether Remnant's there, but it's a very messy initiation, and now Toronto, he sees the mistakes being made. That might be a tip to come out. I wouldn't blame them. For Tushra and Bignum, they'll be okay to back off, and Aincrad not finding anything. Yatoro going to get a very quick Roshan to go his way. 10 minutes in, Aegis is up, and they can connect mid now. As the rest of Spirit, they will just go right after the tier 1 mid. Glyph will be forced. There is a smoke out. Mind Games, they're going to try and fight this one out, it seems. They do have Fiend's Grip up on Slayer, but the question is, who can you really target? They'll try. Onto Collapse they go. The Night Stalker, he's a big one. Toronto, right into the backside, has caught out the Bane immediately as the Nightmare is going to buy a bit of time for him to retreat, but they can just move in with this Dark Ascension. They've got all the vision in the world that they need. Fiend's Grip is there, but it's going to be cancelled off. They still have not got the Storm down.
Oh.
Toronto, he's going to get his way out. Patushra, he's the one in danger now. In fact, Dino, he's falling low to Yatoro, who's diving through tier 2 towers. Already 11.5 minutes in, they're just going right in. Oh, it's a full team wipe. Team Spirit. That's more like it. They won't go for the kill attempt. Suppose it is too nearby that tier 2 bot tower, so you'd rather not risk it. Poshka. Slayer in. Meanwhile, Yatoro is going to move into the DK now. He's not by that tower. And here comes Toronto, Tokyo. All the way from downtown as they'll go for another. Slayer, he's going to get Vortex up. There's surely no escape. And there won't be. There's Toronto. He wants a little bit more. Aincrad going to try and retreat in the nick of time, and he will. But it's just such dire straits now.
And you're stuck in a really awkward spot. You have to force fights with the Void Spirit and DK and just keep stalling for Medusa. No value point even in the Stone Gaze, so she really can't contribute. But those two heroes alone, at this stage, just don't have enough to find anything themselves.
Yatoro taking himself another very easy kill there onto Bignum. Meanwhile, bottom side, they're going to try and chase down Maposhka. Fiend's Grip's going to be committed. I don't think they'll have the damage. Alright, Aincrad's going to come in. Maybe they do now. Maposhka, he's still alive. Stun is there. They do not have the damage. They are still trying. But what's it going to cost them? They'll get the edge. Slayer is about to drop to Toronto. And will. And the rest of Mind Games, they're out of there. They'll take what they can get. Patushra's the only one that's been kind of left behind here on the Dragon Knight. And it does seem like he is set to fall. Collapse. Just way too far ahead on the Night Stalker. And I think everyone knows what it feels like when you're behind against an NS, John. It's hellish to play against.
Yes, it's so oppressive when he pops that Dark Ascension, gets scouting out, he has so much HP.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I know you're by your tier 2 tower, Bignum, but it's not safe there either. Not against Collapse. More? Looks like Collapse has had enough.
Yeah, no, you don't want to push the envelope too hard.
No,
Dino?
He doesn't want the Bane, John. He wants... Look at the damage. Dino, he's lost all his mana. Luckily, Collapse doesn't have any help around. Aether Remnant's going to connect. Now the help's incoming. Collapse, still a very tanky boy. Aincrad, he's messed up here. That's a bit of a mistake. No Astral Step charges available. They might dive him. No, he's going to back off. They do force more rotations as Dino now is going to get jumped. No hesitation from Yatoro, and now Toronto. He'll go after Bignum. You don't find Aincrad, but you find the bigger target. They call it GG. 15 minutes in, they've had enough.
God.
Well, John, the game's over. They've got a 12k net worth lead. What are you meant to do?
Not much. Not much there. My Team Spirit come out with this really quick draft. They, again, start with Cottle Storm.